One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cavaliers offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. Brown has it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And the quick shuffle pass. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's Morris. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Castellanos. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On the direct snap, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Grab behind the line. It's White. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays, what they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. A great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Seminoles are on the move. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on third down, I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Touchdown, Florida State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Hands it off on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying to get the corner. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Cavaliers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's White. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Noles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to throw on second and short. Touchdown Seminoles! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Handoff from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ennis. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Morris. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got a man. It's White. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Castellanos. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Ennis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Morris. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It'll be a draw. Fights off a defender. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's White. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Morris. With the catch, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Give to Brown. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ennis. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. The Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Trying to barrel in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? He'll go to the sneak.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're testing the right side here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing.
Got his man in the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Morris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They just keep firing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Virginia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards, and
there he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Keeps it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Morris. Got the back over the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The quarterback takes a knee.